Small rock show. Jules, take one.
This is rock and roll, isn't it?
Yeah.
I feel cooler.
Good, you should. You got the right shirt on for it.
How did you do this?
It's the power of rock and roll, man.
Jules.
Hey.
How was parking?
Actually super easy.
Yeah?
Yeah, for real. I just swooped right up and I was like, oh man, I wonder how close I can actually get to his apartment. And I got pretty damn close.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's real hot outside, yeah?
Just a tad. Is this going to be our answer after every question?
Yeah.
Just a tad. We got to look at the camera though when we do
Jules, what's up?
The sky. We have to add like a grunt then or something.
Do you do a black metal scream?
No, I don't. No? I do growl.
Like a mermaider sort of thing? It's a very weird, obscure song by a band called Death Clock, which had...
I know the bassist, actually, of Death Clock, Pete Griffin.
Wow.
He did bass for my 4 songs.
Well, there you go.
What's up, Pete?
They have a song called Mermaider.
Okay.
And the rephrase of the chorus or whatever, it's like, Mermaider, 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 which I love.
Wait, can I try?
Yeah, go ahead.
Mermaider, 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 Mermaider. Beautiful.
Man, my metal friends are gonna love this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, more small talk though. Small talk. How you been?
I've been good. I've been really good.
Nice.
Yeah. I've been enjoying the summer, enjoying the boxing ring.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's how we know each other.
Met. That's how we knew each other.
Is boxing.
Yeah.
You have seen me probably at my most intensely disgusting sweating.
Oh my God, same.
Yeah, right.
I look like a 12-year-old prepubescent boy when I do my thing. So.
Okay.
You've seen me at my strangest.
At your ragiest.
Yeah, yes.
Your angstiest.
Yes, it's true.
Great. I have questions for you. Cool. Categories.
Let's do it.
Do you want to answer the questions about music, rock, or roll?
Roll.
Roll. Great. Croissant or yeast roll, and why?
Yeast roll is very specific, and I'm not sure I can actually picture that in my head. So we're gonna go with croissant because wait for it. Croissant.
Croissant.
Yeah.
Yeast roll is like a dinner roll, like a Thanksgiving roll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You just.
It's yeasted, which is why it rises.
Okay,
whereas a croissant has some yeast in it, but it's mostly known for the layers of butter.
Okay, right.
And flakiness.
Right. Were you into baking during the pandemic? Is that how you learned about this?
I tried to be.
Okay.
See. My connection with baking actually is my grandfather.
Okay.
Used to always make yeast rolls for Thanksgiving.
And
sometimes now I make bread and just to think about him, just to kind of remember that process. Yeah, I know.
Wait, that's really nice. Do you have a bread maker then?
I don't have a bread maker, but I do have a mixing bowl and an oven.
Okay.
So in a way, I have a bread maker. It's just not as cool as most people.
I mean, I didn't really know if there was a needed specialty, to be honest. Like, I figured if you could, I mean, they didn't have bread makers before. They had an oven. They had mixing tools.
That's true. But like every time somebody does that, though, I'm like, yeah, but I mean, like we could just do this.
But
forever.
Like, right, like, or we could just throw it in the bowl and.
Mm-hmm. And we didn't have ovens back in the day. We had fire pits. Oh, we didn't have fire pits. Everything was done over a lightning strike site.
Yeah, exactly. Just put it out in the field and just pray that it gets struck by lightning, kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. You ever eat a Little Debbie Swiss cake roll?
Yes, I have.
Aren't they so good?
Yeah, those are pretty legit. I'm not gonna lie.
Are you autistic or ADHD? How did you eat your Swiss cake roll?
Oh gosh, to tell you the truth, I didn't have a ton of those growing up. My mom was pretty, strict about that, and so I think I just started from the front, ended in the back. Yeah,
see, I have a particular way of doing it.
Oh, do you
you
unpeel
bite
it?
the ends off, and then you unpeel it, and then you peel off the chocolate frosting, and eat just the chocolate. Mm-hmm. I'm not done telling you about my deconstruction process.
This is a very serious deconstruction process. No, I'm here for it. I just see the OCD
how do you eat it?
Well, see, the OCD in me is like, why are you destroying it? Why don't you enjoy the flavors together as they were meant to be? But you're like, no, this, that, just take them all out.
I want to deconstruct it. I want to enjoy each piece individually.
Okay.
Here's a roll question. You ready?
Okay.
Do you like to skate or rollerblade?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, which one?
Skate.
I rollerblade.
Nice.
But I rollerbladed for roller hockey when I was like 13.
And that's cool.
I couldn't stop though. I could only go.
Yeah.
So I was a big 13-year-old kid who was like, I can't stop. I'm not trying to check you. I'm just like, I'm having
I literally cannot stop.
Yeah.
I literally like, no, seriously, dude. I'm like, yeah, I guess like, I just associate skates with like a roller rink and, you know, the like going on a date there and stuff like that. Yeah. Whereas rollerblading, I'm like, oh, I was a kid and I had knee pads and this and that. And I'd go up the ramps and shit.
When was the last time you went on a date to the roller rink? That sounds so much fun.
I went with the hubs. I know.
You had a husband date?
I did. I had
a
hubs
to the roller
date.
rink?
God,
that's so cheesy. Cute.
Oh,
Stupid cute.
I know.
Last roll question. Do you like roller coasters?
Oh. Do I like roller coasters?
That is the question.
Sandusky, Ohio, Cedar Point, and actually Busch Gardens, Tampa, I would say, have the best roller coasters in the country.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Am I speaking your language?
You are.
All right. The dragster is like one of the most unique and insane ones,
yeah.
right? That one's like this, and that, like 17 seconds long. I think it was like, was it 200 miles an hour, 400 feet, straight up, straight down?
It's a ludicrous.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, top hill.
Yeah.
There's only one bigger, and that's at the Six Flags in New Jersey.
It's in New Jersey?
Yes.
That's hilarious.
They had to get like a special permit to build it, which is why I think they're never going to build another one anywhere because the mob had to make that one happen, basically.
Honestly, the mob had to make The Godfather happen. So, like, that makes sense.
They're out here making art.
They are. They really are. They're underappreciated.
Rock? Rock?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, rock.
Some questions about rock.
Yeah.
What are the 3 different types of rocks?
It's not insidious because that's an adjective, but it's something igneous, amorphous, and rock and roll.
Sedimentary, my dear Watson.
Dude, I got 2 out of 3. That's pretty impressive.
That's pretty good. Thank you. That's a lot of rock.
Thank you. It's a lot of rock. Not enough rolls, but
you did great on the rolls. Now the rocks question.
Yes.
What's your favorite historical rock?
Okay. I would say the Grand Canyon.
That's a lot of rocks. They are very historical. I think my favorite historical rock is probably Plymouth Rock. Because it's much more smaller than you'd think it is.
That's what I've heard.
Right? It's like, what is that? That's where we started all this colonizing.
That's the thing.
Do you ever wish you were a little bolder?
No, not really.
No, well. Yeah. David versus Goliath. Who do you got?
Oh, God. You know, I'm going to go with Goliath, because why not? Honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure that man had a bad rap, and like...
He's so big, too. He's a big warrior man. What's this tiny David going to do?
Also, what if David was like a huge jerk? Okay?
What if?
And let's be honest, the story gets written by the victor.
Every story is written by the victor.
Right. So, like, we don't know. Maybe Goliath was a cool guy that was just misunderstood.
You want to make the Goliath story?
I do.
When Twisted Sister, Dee Snider, said, I want a rock, which rock do you think he wanted?
Oh, God. I think he wanted a diamond rock.
Diamond.
Yeah.
So in reality, this is just it's a song about how he wants to get married.
I want a rock.
Rock down, down.
Rock. That's the one he wanted.
A big rock.
That's how I show my ring. Rock.
Yeah.
See, I do it to the camera and everything. Pretty sorry.
Last slide. Music questions. What's so cool about a Keytar?
Oh my God, everything. No, honestly, what's great about it is that I have the mobility and the ability to engage with other musicians on stage and to engage the audience on stage in a way that I have never been able to before. Because before I was stuck behind the keyboard and I like couldn't interact with the other musicians unless they like came my way, and they usually didn't, because like I'm just stuck in the back. And then this way, it's like I get to do all the cool tricks that a guitarist does. I get to have different instruments all in one Keytar keyboard, and it's a signature piece. And I truly feel like this was sort of the missing piece of my artistic identity. And so this is Scarlett's very important.
Wow,
she's a good girl.
Speaking of getting stuck behind a keyboard, for all you keyboard warriors out there on YouTube, leave us a comment.
Yes.
Say how terrible the show is. Why not?
Mostly just say how much the Rolling Stones suck.
Wow.
Yeah.
You ever get tired?
Oh my God, this isn't the Rolling Stones, right? Jesus. Okay, good. We're good. Can you imagine Can you imagine if I like
it would have been great.
That would have been horrifying.
Honestly, you should misname them, and I'll post that.
Oh my God, I will never
the engagement
live that down. Though. Yeah, I would never live that down.
True.
It's so true. No, because to tell you the truth, this is bad. But like, I would get the Rolling Stones and Aerosmith mixed up like a bunch.
Really?
And Aerosmith, of course, is top of mind right now because Steven Tyler's like, I can't do this anymore. I'm done. So the whole band retired from touring.
Yeah, recently. There's no more love in an elevator.
No. But somehow Jagger is still going / having children.
Do you ever get tired of being the coolest person in every room you walk into?
No.
I wouldn't get tired of it either. Well, Jules, that's the end of my standard questions here.
Sweet.
Do you have any questions for me?
Where'd you get that shirt?
I got this shirt from Macy's on sale. It's from
Did you really?
I did.
That's incredible.
It's from a brand called International Concepts.
All right.
Which makes a bunch of weird and funky clothing.
That's legit.
I used to have a improv comedy show called Matt Muller Makes You Famous every month. And I would get an outfit that was red carpet worthy.
Okay.
So this is part of an ensemble I put together for that.
I love it.
Thank you.
Very much it fits your skin tone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my.
It kind of brings out the red in your hair and your beard a little
bit.
Ooh. Yeah. No, it's a good choice, dude.
Dang, all the ladies are gonna have this one on slow motion and
be like,
wow.
Wow.
It's color coordinated.
It's giving.
My mom's gonna frame this. She's gonna be like, my son, the rock and roller.
Yes, with the tiger in the back and everything.
We have to talk about
the tiger. We really have to talk about the tiger.
Tell me about the tiger.
Well, I saw this beauty in your hallway, and I was like, this needs to be in our episode.
This is just a painting that hangs up in my house.
But like, just casually, you have this most incredible badass being.
Dripping psychedelic tiger.
Literally, like, I feel like it's just like crying, like euphoria / metaphysical discoveries.
Whoa.
I don't know. I mean, well, yeah, it's got like the all-seeing eye kind of thing.
It
so
does,
it's like
third eye.
Honestly, it's like if a tiger ate acid.
I like your earrings. You're rocking some sacred geometry today.
Thank you. Buffalo Exchange, baby.
I went to England recently.
Dude, where?
London.
I studied abroad in London.
Oh, really? Which broad?
That's good. That was good. It was the way of the broad.
I feel terrible.
I studied the way of the broad.
The way of the broad.
Yeah. Broadway, way of the broad.
Oh no.
Give it right back. I gave it right back.
So you studied abroad.
I did. I studied abroad.
What did you learn in England?
I studied at an acting conservatory. And it was a 3.5-month intensive. It was modeled after the Royal Academy of Dramatic Arts. But it was 16 Americans being taught by Brits. And it was transformational, absolutely life-changing. Because here's the thing with like American, at least that I found with American schooling for acting and drama versus British, is that the Americans are a lot softer with their approach. Like they're like, oh, okay, that was good. Maybe you can try this. Oh, hey, that was great. Okay, what if we did it like this? The Brits are like, here's why you suck. And here's all the things you're going to do to not suck. But for right now, you suck. And it's like a completely...
Wild.
Yeah, no, it's a completely like demoralizing process. And also like, I'm like 19, 20 years old.
Wow.
Right. And you're like, don't know who the fuck you are. It's like,
so
what?
You went to the Gordon Ramsay School of Acting.
Yes. What an excellent way of putting it. That literally, yes. Literally.
So Gordon Ramsay's just back there like, you call that Hamlet?
Yeah.
It's completely raw.
Literally. It was like, you're holding back. You're still holding back. And I'm like, I don't know what more I have to give. No, I mean, like, truly, though, I learned vulnerability, like how to be vulnerable in London. No, like, legitimately. So life skill / musical acting skill.
Muse skill.
Because, growing up, like, I was an athlete, and I also did theater and music, too.
I didn't know you were an athlete.
Yeah, I mean... I did soccer, softball, volleyball.
Ooh.
Yeah,
She was sporty spice.
I was. And I think when I was a kid, ultimately, I really wanted to be taken seriously. And I noticed that men were taken seriously. And so I wanted to have less feminine qualities and more masculine. So one of them was like being a tough girl, right? Like girls don't cry or boys don't cry. So I'm not going to cry. Therefore, I'm not going to feel things. Therefore... I was like very, very like defensive, like anytime I would receive any type of criticism. so I was very, just very, very like don't come at me kind of a thing. And truly, the Brits, like, you're a human, you have layers, right? Their whole process is just peeling back every single fucking layer that you have amassed over the course of your life, which ultimately was just defense mechanisms, right? All your insecurities, all your beliefs about yourself, everything about the world that you thought you knew, it's just peeling you back. And then until finally, and it's a very painful process, finally, you get to the core of your essence. And you feel, I can still picture the moment. It was like a one-on-one class. I think it was like a monologue thing with a woman named Trilby, which is the most British name ever.
It really is.
Could not tell you her last name. I just know her name was Trilby. She was this short little British lady with like very big black hair. And she just drilled into me. She just kept going, kept drilling into me. Like, I'm doing it. I'm doing what you're telling me to do. Ah. And I just remember doing the monologue, and all of a sudden I felt something break open. Like just as if you had kind of cracked open like a coconut or something, and then you had the soft little jelly inside. And I was like, whoa, what is this? Like, I feel so raw. I feel so powerful and connected to myself, yet very scared at the same time. It was just all kinds of emotions at once. And I had never felt that before. And so from there, that's when they start to help you build back up, right? So you tear off all the bullshit.
Wow.
Get to the core of yourself, and then, sit with that, which is a very, very hard thing to do. And that's when they kind of slowly help you build back up the skills and the attributes and the strength now that you know how to connect to that.
The way that you described this sounds like a spy training program.
Dude, it was the most intense thing, and I'm so glad.
This is what they would do to like the Black Widow or something.
Yeah, no, dude, it was absolutely nuts, and like truly, but it worked because like before that, I was getting cast in some of the college shows, but like it was usually a chorus part or like a background actor, whatever, and I was always comparing myself to the other people in the audition room. And I was like, oh, well, here's why they're going to get it, not me. And, oh, well, I just felt very intimidated. And, like, dude, when I came back from abroad, I got cast in all the lead roles.
Wow.
Because I just did not care anymore. Because I was like, this is what I have to offer. And, like, this is it. And, like, you're gonna take it and you're going to love it.
This is what we're about.
Yeah. All that is to say that the vulnerability allowed me to connect with myself in a way that I was actually able to establish some level of like confidence in myself and my abilities, and also my own kind of like individual sense of identity. But it also allowed me to connect to others, because I knew what it was like to feel so alone, feel so isolated, feel like a loser, like not have friends. Like I knew what that was like. And I always try to go out of my way to make sure that people don't feel that way, that they feel like they matter, that they feel like they have a purpose. And I feel like I'm able to connect to people very easily and very quickly because I'm already so connected with myself that I'm able to open myself that much more quickly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like the more like you are able to like listen to and resonate with your own identity and like desires and hopes and fears and dreams, the more space you can create for other people to exist.
Yeah. So that was kind of a longer tangent than I think.
No, that was great. That's all going in.
Awesome.
Did you look into the hard cam and plug yourself, plug your band, plug anything you want to plug?
Cool. My name is Jules Quaas. I am the front woman of Jules and the Howl. It is a glam rock band. If the Struts and the Killers had a threesome with a Keytar, that would be Jules and the Howl. You can find me at Jules, Jules, and the Howl, Howl, Howl like a wolf. Ow!
Where can we listen to your music?
Everywhere. Please go listen to it. I just put out a single called Bow Down. I put out 4 singles this year. I'm going to go back into writing actually next week with my producer.
Ooh.
Yeah, doing more things.
More music. Jules, you've been incredibly interesting and entertaining.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And I think that you rock.
I think you rock.
Can we shake? Do rock and rollers shake hands?
I think they more do like one of those. Yeah.
I want to ride. I want to. We should light something on fire.
Can we have the fire coming out of the...
Oh, that would be great.
Ready? 1,
yeah, 2, 3.
You have a lot of special effects to edit.
I know. Cut.